Right, what's up, guys? Now, apparently, we've got more Rachel Zegler drama, more Snow White drama, and I had to react to it just because it's just funny. It's just hilarious what happened to her, and don't feel sorry for her. But guys, this video is titled "Rachel Zegler just got a big reality check." So, guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and let's get into it.
I'll quickly mention this. The son of Snow White producer Mark Platt, Jonah Platt is the son's name. He is speaking out publicly against Rachel Zegler and blaming her for the film's catastrophic failure at the box office. He wrote a comment on Instagram in response to someone who was upset that his dad reportedly reprimanded Zegler for her antics, at some point before the movie came out. And I just want to read this. So the comment says, "Your dad flew to NYC to reprimand a young actress. Any word on this? Because that's creepy as hell and uncalled for. People have the right to free speech. No? Shame on your father." And then Jonah Platt, who's the son of the producer of the film, responded and said, "You really want to do this? Yeah, my dad, the producer of an enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the middle of promoting the movie for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid and do publicity for. This is called adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office. Free speech does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussions. Tens of thousands of people worked on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desires at the risk of all the colleagues and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on that movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged."
Yeah, and guys, because this is a short video, I'm probably going to be talking a lot, but let's just stop there. People think you can just throw out free speech like, oh yeah, free speech, just say what you want. Free speech means you have the ability to say what you want. Free speech doesn't mean there won't be some type of consequences. And when I'm going to let the video play, but when you're just trashing over all the movie that you're in, when you're just trashing all over the movie, all over Snow White, what do you expect people's reactions to be? And calling it creepy, it's not creepy, it's what any employee would do. Like, do you not know how jobs work? Like, how is that creepy? You're creepy for, for putting that. You're weird for putting that.
Well, I mean, he's totally right. Now, of course, as we covered, the movie is terrible anyway in its own right. It was probably going to underperform regardless. People are tired of the soulless cash grab remake thing. They're tired of all that. The movie has all kinds of problems that could be pinned partly on the producer. Like, the producer did not do a good job. Nobody who produced this movie did a good job. And that's apart from all of the political controversy started by the actress.
Yeah, I'm just convinced, guys, that they are afraid to make money. Like, money is chasing them and they're running away. I don't know. I've heard a joke like that before. It's not my joke, guys. But the point being, the movie everyone wants to see a normal Snow White with not even a normal. I guess how the original Snow White was written. That's what people want to see. Yes, it was made years ago, but that's what made. How do you think it's so popular to this day? It being that old is because people just want to see the normal Snow White. There's millions of white actresses. Just find one, put them on there, and stop trying to promote this woke stuff where everyone has to be different color and we can just race swap everyone. Because you know what I want to see them do, guys, for the next Black Panther movie. I want them to, I don't know. Obviously, you can't bring Black Panther back, right? Obviously, respect to Chadwick Boseman, but I want them to bring in a different maybe character and make the main character white. That's what I want them to do. Let's see how people react then. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. I'm gonna let it play, but it's because it's a short clip. I'm gonna be talking a lot, guys. So yeah.
The movie had all kinds of problems creatively and conceptually, but there's no doubt that she drove the final nail into this movie's coffin. She probably drove the final 2 or 3 nails into the coffin. And a lot of what you see with Zegler is really just this pretty common Gen Z mentality and approach to work, that she believes that she should be able to express herself and speak her truth or whatever nonsense, regardless of the consequences to everybody else. But in reality, you have a job. You're getting paid to do this job. You signed on the dotted line. You took on the role. You took the job. And that job comes with certain basic responsibilities. And one of the most basic is the responsibility to control yourself and comport yourself a certain way publicly so that you don't harm the project and thereby harm all the hundreds of other people who are working on it. So, a lot has been said about the fact that Rachel Zegler is a leftist fruitcake, and she is, but she's also just a spoiled, entitled, narcissistic brat who was perfectly willing, because she's not stupid. Well, she might be stupid, but she's not so dumb that she didn't realize that by, for example, coming out and saying that all Trump supporters deserve to suffer for like, she's smart enough to know that, of course, that's going to upset a large portion of the potential audience for this project that I'm on.
Yeah, and that when she said that, right, look, whoever you vote for, right, I'm not even American, guys, but whoever you vote for, whatever, do what you want. You can even have your opinions on certain political stuff, right? But to say to say all Trump supporters, half of America, basically, right? Or, well, in this case, it was more than half, right? But for the most part, I'm sure if you split it, it's probably nearly half, right? To say they should never know peace, it's just an insane thing to say right around the corner when you've got a movie coming. Well, it's the same thing to say anyway. It's an insane thing to say anyway. But to say it right around the corner of your movie coming out, again, you're getting everything you deserve. Because why would you even say something like that? It's insane. Like, even if you have different political opinions, you shouldn't wish, harm on someone because of their political opinions, right? You should debate and move on. But she just, I don't know, again, like you said, some leftist fruitcake who, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't understand how most of them think, to be honest, but yeah. She's getting what she deserves, basically. But that's an insane thing to say.
But she knew that, and she didn't care because has this mentality. She's not the only one. It's kind of a common mentality that, hey, the only thing that matters is how I feel. It's the only thing that matters in the world. And there are no obligations or responsibilities that I could possibly have that would outrank my own feelings. And I think that's really what this all comes down to. Hey, YouTube, thanks for listening.
Yeah, like I said, guys, that was a short clip. Look, she's getting everything she deserves, basically. Yeah, sorry the clip's so short, but, it's only the social media post, and I don't think there's anything else that's come out. If anything else comes out, I will cover it as well. But, yeah, I think she's getting everything she deserves. I think it's so easy to make a good movie. Not easy, right? I don't know anything about making movies, but I think it's very easy to just listen to the fans and give the fans what they want. And if people want Snow White to be a certain way, let it be that way. And if you're and let's throw all that out the window, right? Let's say you still produce this movie, which they did. Don't just crap all over the movie. Like, don't just crap all over the old one. Like, because again, a lot of people will hold that old movie in high regard, and a lot of people love that movie. And all you did is trash all over it, and now you're facing the repercussions. And I don't think, is her career over, guys? I don't know. I've seen people come back from worse, so maybe she might be all right, but it's gonna be a while before people see her face again. But yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you did go watch Snow White, let me know what you think about it, actually, because I've not asked anyone. Let me know what you think about it. I don't know anyone that's gone to see it. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm out. Peace.